From his fire performances without LeBron to a jack-of-all-trades playing style, here's why Troy Brown Jr. should not be slept on. Since hoisting the Finals trophy in 2020, Lakers fans have had little to cheer for. 2 abysmal seasons and now almost a third, there's been little to no bright spots. To top it off, about a month ago, they lost LeBron James, and things looked bleak for the once dominant Laker squad. Then, out of the blue, to lift the Lakers out of their doom and gloom was an unlikely hero, Troy Brown Jr. Brown took on the nearly impossible task of replacing LeBron James. Talk about some big shoes to fill. But not only did Brown fill Bron's shoes, he lit them on fire. At the time of LeBron's injury, the Lakers were shooting for a chance at the play-in game. As a matter of fact, for most of the season, the Lakers did little better than the 13th seed. Fast forward to 1 month later, and the Lakers are the number 8 seed. Troy and the Lakers said, "Screw the play-in game. Let's get into the dance the old-fashioned way." When you look back at the recent jump in the standings, it's clear that Troy's play has been the difference. When the Lakers signed him last summer to a veteran's minimum contract, fans could barely stifle a yawn. Everyone assumed Troy was yet another mediocre, zero-impact free agent signed by the Lakers over the last 2 years, but lately, he's been the bright spot in LA's play. Over a 12-game stretch during LeBron's absence, he sunk an amazing 46.0% of his attempts from beyond the arc and 48.8% of his overall shot attempts. In NBA Jam terms, Troy was on fire. In one game against the Warriors, Brown scored a season high in points. He went 4 for 7 from beyond the arc and tallied 14 points overall. Then a couple of days later, without LeBron, D'Angelo Russell, and Anthony Davis, the Lakers needed someone to step up. Brown said, "Give me the ball," and unleashed a 19-point game on the Thunder. LA ended up beating OKC, and over the last month, Troy's proved himself to be a serious offensive threat. But what makes Brown an even more impressive player is his stellar defensive abilities. He's got the quickness to cover guards, the size to switch on to forwards, and at 6'7", his height and wingspan spell trouble for opponents, especially on the Lakers, a team that struggles a great deal defending the wing. Troy's D skills have been thriving. According to advanced metrics, Troy's graded out exceptionally well in 2 specific areas, and B-Ball Index ranks him in the 82nd percentile on their site's on-ball defensive metric, and in the 84th percentile for off-ball chasing. These are 2 critical elements of any worthwhile defense, and Troy thrives at both. Against shooter-centric teams like Golden State, he takes on the lamentable responsibility of chasing shooters around screens for 48 minutes. As his 1,433 minutes can attest, the third most on the team, it's clear how much trust the coaching staff has in his defensive prowess. Not too many players, when tasked with chasing Steph Curry around the court, are so willing to accept the challenge. Troy was recently asked about the grueling minutes he's asked to play, and said simply, "I'm blessed for the opportunity. I'm just grateful." On and off the court, that's the type of mindset that earns respect, especially from the guys in your own locker room. Don't believe us? Just take the word of Lakers fan favorite Austin Reeves. In an interview last month, Reeves vouched for Troy, saying, "Brown doesn't get the credit he deserves."
I don't think he gets, the credit that he deserves, honestly. Because you look at stats and, the stats don't jump out at you, and there's multiple games where he has 7 points, 4 rebounds, maybe a steal or 2, block or 2.
He's always chasing around the team's best player. He rebounds with the best of them, and he's a very, very capable shooter. Based on Reeves' glowing review, it sounds like Troy's abilities are nothing new to the Lakers. With only a few games left in the season and LeBron returning from his injury, Troy's minutes will likely be cut dramatically. However, even King James took notice of Brown's play in his absence. So much so that he's called for Brown to stay in the rotation. And if LeBron's first game back against the Bulls was any indication, Troy might have secured himself a permanent position. Even though the Lakers lost to Chicago, Troy played 32 minutes alongside James, and during those 32 minutes, he scored 18 points. He went 4 of 9 from beyond the arc, hauled in 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. Dude, that's a no-joke stat line. Even with LeBron in the lineup, Troy's found a way to impact the game on both sides of the ball. It's clear to everyone now that Troy's game is emerging from being an off-the-bench role player to a legitimate jack-of-all-trades starter. NBA insiders have known the truth about Brown for some time now, and Lakers fans should be hyped up. Between his low-profile persona, rugged play, and thankless defensive role, it's easy to forget that Brown's indeed still a kid. At only 23 years old, he's actually the youngest non-rookie on the Lakers, despite playing in his 5th season in the league. A former McDonald's All-American and eventual 15th overall pick in the 2018 draft, Brown was once seen as the type of prospect a team could build around. While that level of stardom hasn't yet come to fruition, Brown definitely turned heads throughout the month of March. Many around the league are seriously asking themselves, have we been sleeping on Troy Brown Jr.? Whatever hole the Lakers need filling on a per-possession basis. It's been Brown who's shown up with a cement truck. Simply put, the kid goes to work. No one knows this better than Lakers head coach Darvin Ham. And last month, Coach Ham said, "We have a few guys who are Swiss Army knives, and Troy. He's at the top of that list." Prior to this season, Brown's impact hadn't always shown up in the box score. However, this year he's not only already made the most threes of his career, but is also shooting his highest frequency and efficiency from behind the arc. With his high-octane defensive skills and the ability to shoot the three ball, it's tempting to label Brown as a 3-and-D player. While it's no easy feat to be that type of player, Brown's passing and rebounding round out a game much more complex. In fact, during several games over the last month, he's made several passes that highlighted his ability to execute higher-level reads. He can hit a one-handed skip to the opposite wing, find an open man on the move, or simply make the extra pass. Taking a page out of his teammate LeBron's playbook, Brown shows next-level passing abilities. One aspect that's often overlooked in any superstar's game is their ability to know the best play for the moment. A true basketball savant always knows when to shoot and when to pass the ball. When it comes to Brown, it looks as if that ability is innate. He doesn't need the ball, nor will it stick if it comes his way, but he'll make damn sure it gets to the necessary target. Regardless of what Brown's future holds in Los Angeles, he's proved one thing this season. He belongs. Not because of a singular skill, but a variety of helpful attributes that every team needs, and that Brown offers in spades. The best thing about Troy is that there's no ego, something that typically comes with youth. No matter what the team needs, he's willing and hungry for a chance to help. He's like a grizzled veteran, stuck in a young man's body. And at this rate, he's going to make a ton of money this off-season. Troy Brown Jr. has what it takes to be a star, and the NBA is taking notice. So, from his fire performances without LeBron to a jack-of-all-trades playing style, that's why Troy Brown Jr. should not be slept on.